Hello, LEGO lovers. This is Elle, and this is a LEGO parts review of that one LEGO line I don't really like, but it's the LEGO Super Mario line. And this is Wiggler's Poison Swamp, set number 71383. And if you've seen the packaging, you'll probably got a good idea why I decided to pick it up. But it has about 374 pieces, and I believe it unfortunately retails for about $40, which I'm undecided on right now. So I didn't do this by bag because there's nothing to build, so I just kind of split up all the colors, and that's how I'm doing this review. So here we have green, grays, oranges, reds, and blacks. So let's get into it. First up, one of the LEGO Super Mario highlights, this insanely great bracket type brick. As you can see, we have studs on like all the sides except the back and the underside, and there's two of those in here. We also got some other dark gray brackets and a new part that I believe this is Wave, very new in both color and form, is this bracket, which is like a 1x1x2 bracket. So in comparison, you can see that it's basically half of one of these brackets. And there's two of these in dark gray in here, and I think in a different color too. We also have some ball joint. This one's more of a Technic one, and then your kind of standard small ball joints there. Some other dark gray plates, nice to get long ones always. Some light gray big square plates as I shake my camera. We got some frictionless pins here in that gray. Some other plates, a 1x3, two of them, like a tile. Always a fan to get that odd number. This part, however, is new for this color. This is the kind of gear splat type turntable type part, but this is in dark gray, which isn't new for this wave of LEGO Super Mario. I don't think we've seen it in any other sets. In green, we have some floral collection here, not a whole lot to be honest. We do have two of our LEGO kind of Mario platform part things, which I've tried to build into trees. If you've probably seen that on my Instagram, possibly. And then we have some different kind of clips and bar type things going on here. We got the 3 leaves, which is a beautiful part, 1 palm leaf, and one of these almost Minecraft Duplo-esque type flower parts there, which you can, pretty versatile though. You can put a bar all the way through, or, you know, a stud on top, anti-stud on the bottom. In orange, we have this, which is, I believe, new for orange. Orange is not a very common color, but this is kind of the 1x2 to kind of a bar connection. We got 4 of those there. We got some other orange plates, which are nice to get. Then we have a pile of orange circular 2x2 tiles. And then also in red, we have one of the feet parts. As you can see, kind of 2x2 into feet design, and you can put an axle through there. Otherwise, you can just have a connection there. And in black, we have some interesting stuff. We have some plates and the base of a turntable, not too special. We have the very nice kind of looking 2x2 inverse circular kind of tile that kind of bows out, kind of a curve there. We got 5 of those. We have a Technic lift arm, not too special. But then we have a lot of these, which are not too common, just a versatile kind of Technic type part. As you can see, you can put holes through there, 2x2 stud connections there. You can do a 2x4 there, and then we have the kind of hinge type part there with a Technic. But as you can see, there's 6 in there. So let's go check out some of these other colors. All right, here we have clearly the yellow prints and whatever kind of small amount of stuff's left after that. First up, let's look at the mass of yellow. First of all, there is just millions of brackets in here. These are in the back, and there's tons of this kind of bracket. Looks like almost 10 of that bracket. And then randomly, one of the kind of over brackets, as you can see. And one of these brackets. A lot of these are not too common. I like this one, it just feels really versatile, as you can see all the different angles. And then, as we saw before, a whole bunch of this new bracket, this 1x1x2, we could call it. It's just really interesting that they made this bracket. So we've got a lot of different bracket options in the last couple years. And as you can see, there's a lot of them there. That's always nice to see a lot of a new part in a set, because then you're not like, well, there's only one in a set, so I have to get it. Different colors for stuff. Tons of these plates into like Technic kind of circle. Very versatile for a lot of different uses. Toilets, getting certain angles, just different connections. And there's a whole bunch of these 2x2 kind of plate half tiles, obviously in yellow. We got some 2x3s, a whole bunch of 1x2 plates, kind of a smaller part, but in that yellow. Then a couple random parts, nothing too special. But then over here, we have one of those like tile brick curved type parts that only have that anti-stud type connection. And then a whole bunch of these in yellow, which I don't think I've seen in this color before. But as you can see, it's a 1x3 with two studs kind of in the middle, kind of like a jumper. Just an interestingly versatile part. You can kind of just put stuff off center, kind of a cool part. And again, as you can see, almost looks like about 10 or more. So you got a whole bunch of those. We have the cheese wedge type angle 1x2 tile, and then we have that 1x2 tile. There's a pile of them. Then we have some of this really light yellow, and I haven't seen too much of this, but I'm starting to see it more common. But here you can see we have one of those type of bracket bricks, and then the shorter bracket brick, only the one side there. Some plates, and then even the 1x1 with Technical. Kind of crazy. There's a couple blue parts here. We have a bracket brick just on the one side. I don't see them too much in that regular blue. Then some other stuff there. Also in yellow, forgot to mention. We have the kind of new creature type arms, we'll call them. But as you can see, Technic type pinhole there. And then kind of a standard almost minifigure type gripping hand. Some of these fantastic 1x2 curved plates. Just a very nice versatile piece. And we have these kind of new wings, which are a bar connection, as you can see. And to go with that, this is also new color for this part. The bar kind of wrench type clip, bar clip, and in white, first time I believe. So nice to see some new parts here, and this I really love. So this is a flower that we've had in pink, yellow, and red, and this is the first time it's in white, and you can put an accessory hole on there, and actually on this side, which is a little weird. Otherwise it is a bar, so you can stick it into a bar like hole or clip it. So two of those, one's an extra. Nice to see another color for that flower. Keep doing that color for that flower. I think it's a very nice little piece. Then we have some transparent parts, kind of the window. I think they use it to elevate stuff if it's flying. And we have one of these kind of antenna parts that's clear. I thought they had more of a rounded tip, but I could be wrong. But nice for making things look like they're flying or something as such. And then, of course, we have the stickered parts that's in Mario, nothing special. Here is our Goomba face, kind of looking off to the side there. Just a 2x2 tile there printed. And then we have, I think, the turtle stomach, which is just kind of that light yellow with some kind of tan lines on it on a 2x2 round tile. Don't know, that could have some other uses, just a little interesting thing. Really tiny print on here, but it's kind of like that slope. It's just his nostrils for the turtle guy. Just kind of crazy that you have a tiny little print. And then together we have two different sets of eyes. One that looks like they're big and bulging, and then some little small ones. And then, of course, well, let's do these up first here. We have two of these blue. I believe they're identical, but it is the star print, and it is only on the one side. So just kind of a nice little interesting print. And then we have our turtle shell, which is a bit different because they have bar inserts on each side here so that you can put a bar in there, obviously. Now, it doesn't come all the way through it all. This one looks a little more square than... No, I think that's... it's been a while since I've looked at the shells, but it's just a really interesting dual molded type part. Very interesting. And this one's just a little bit different because it has those connections on each side. So an interesting selection of new parts. Kind of one of the main reasons I got this set is because there is so many different kind of parts in it. But there's going to be a couple batches left of colors, I think. So let's go take a look at those. All right, here we have the browns. I was going to add another color in the last color, but unfortunately I don't think there's going to be enough room for it. So we'll kind of get into this. First up, we got a lot of these brown cylinders. Just a nice part. You can kind of make logs with them or even trees, etc. Nice to get a lot of this reddish brown here. We also have one that's textured. Not too special, to be honest. Then we have one of these, which I have not seen in this color really at all. Just kind of the double Technic brick. A couple other reddish brown parts here. Not a whole lot or nothing too special. Nice to get this for branches. As you can see, has a nice arch to it. What else? Lots of brown plates, actually. You can see a lot of 2x4s, some 2x6s. We've got a 4x6, some 1x2s, some 2x2s. So quite a lot of those. We also have one of these kind of awkward panels in that reddish brown. We also have a set of the feet, the Mario character type feet in that reddish brown. You got that axle hole. So there's quite a bit of these feet in here. We have some wedges of the 1x2 variety and the 1x1, not a whole lot. We also have this kind of inverted tile, rounded tile. Just one of those, not too special. This is a part I like just because I think it's pretty versatile because it's a bar there, but in this reddish brown allows you to, you know, have some other connections with trees and such. And then we have some other brown shades or tan shades or whatever you want to call. I think this is like a nougat type color. And as you can see, we have 4 of the bricks, the 1x2. We also have one of these interesting kind of curved slopes. Starting to see that kind of part quite a bit more along with this one in this color, which is kind of interesting. Kind of hard to see, but it's the kind of 1x1 tile with kind of a rounded curve top on there, almost like a house roof in certain ways. This is another piece which I'm pretty sure was introduced with Lego Mario as a print. It's just kind of this double circular oval type piece. Kind of hard to explain. Not sure on the uses for it, but I guess you could use it as like a rug or something, but just an interesting tile, and we got 3 of those here. We also have 2x4 in this color, 2x3s and 1x1s. This is nice because I don't think we see this color that much in general. Along with this color, this kind of darkish orange-brown type color, we have 4 of the bricks, as I call them, and just a nice detailed brick to make it look like you got bricks in your Legos. 1x2, and there's 4 of those there. Kind of a unique color there. Then we have some slopes here, 2x2 variety, kind of the tiled slopes, and then some jumpers and a little bit of platage and tan plates. So let's go check out this last batch of parts here. All right, here we have the last batch of colors, and this might be the main reason why I got this set. As you can see, we have this beautiful dark purple color. We got some of the vibrant coral flowers and some magenta feet. Let's get into it. So here, this is an 8x16 dark purple tile, and there's 2 of them in there. Now, they, as far as I know, do not put out 8x16 tiles very often, let alone in something colorful. As you can see, it is just like a tile. Nothing really special, besides the fact that it's in this beautiful dark purple color. There's 2 of them in this set, and it is just a huge tile. It makes it very easy to make flat tiled surfaces. Some people might not like that because it doesn't give detail, but I think it's nice to have nice, beautiful flat tiles that can help you make quick things that would be perfectly flat. So as I said, there's 2 of those in there. And there's also the Mario plates, as we'll call them. So first up, we have the small one in the dark purple, which only has 1 on each corner for its lower kind of studs. Otherwise, it's about 2 plates high with that curve there, again in that dark purple. We also have the medium-sized one, also again in that dark purple, a little bit more studs up top there, and 2x2 kind of connections in each corner. Now, an interesting thing, which was a surprise, is this part, which is effectively like the large one, but it's only like the half of, or the side. So you could put them together and you would have a full one, but it's only half, and it has more lower plating because there would be these spaces there. As you can see, just, you know, really surprising that they made this apart. And of course, that means that you'll be able to fully line it up here, and you can do like this. It looks like I'm playing a handheld video game system, actually, like that. Put it down here, we got some better handles. Yeah. Okay, that's enough playing around with parts. But no, it's just a really interesting thing that they did that. I think the studding is a little different than one of the larger ones, but yeah, no, it's just a really cool, interesting part, and it's in that dark purple. And there's 3 in this set, so it's not like it's a one of, which is just nice. This is a one of, unfortunately, but there's some more. You have a whole load of longer dark purple plates. It's kind of what they use to extend the platforms for, but still very nice to get more of this dark purple. Kind of a rare color, but I think it's just deep and just really good. But these are not in very many sets, any of them. Some of them are only in this set. But as you can see, we have some, what are these? 10 by 1, 2, 6 by 6, 12, 2 by 12, and then we have some 2 by 8s, 2 by 4s, and then a couple smaller ones, but not a whole lot there. But then we also have a really long 1 by 8 tile. Just nice to get. Again, it's just nicer sometimes to have bigger pieces because it means you don't have to have as many pieces. But you got 4 of those in there, and we got 2 of the 1 by 4s. We even have one of these 2 by 2 slopings, which is actually fairly uncommon. I didn't realize how uncommon it was. And then this nice part, which is also fairly uncommon in this color, in the dark purple, the just nice angle kind of raised type tile. Really like that part. Kind of is nice to get some cool angles in the stuff. And like I initially said, we have a lot of vibrant coral, and then we have 4 of these magenta, kind of the wider feet, 2 by 3. You don't have the axle hole or anything through the middle. Otherwise, same kind of concept. You got 2 little kind of feet looking there, and you got 4 of those right off the bat in this one. So what are my overall opinions of this set? Well, parts-wise, because there's no real set, but parts-wise, I think it's pretty great. You're getting larger parts, you're getting newer parts, you're getting a lot of interesting parts and new molds, actually, for new parts, new colors for new parts. Yeah, no, it's a pretty cool set. My only thing is I would say it feels a little expensive. I mean, you do get, there are larger pieces in here, but as you kind of saw with like the yellow and some of the other colors, there's a lot of smaller pieces too. I think it's hard to say. I still think it's pretty good. I know it'll go on discount at some point. I can't see that not happening. And then when it does go on discount, I can say it's definitely worth it. Just because of the parts. If you don't like a certain color, then that's going to be problematic. I'm not a big fan of yellow, to be honest, but it's got some neat yellow parts, and I'm finding myself using yellow more with my mocks, which is kind of silly, but yeah, lots of interesting parts in here. Love the dark purple, love the huge tiles, because I mean, if you think about it, it's just a large part. You know, if you divided it into this, the equivalent would be 16 parts. You know, so that is 32 parts right there. And if you divide it into these, you know, it keeps going like that. So I think the values here, I think once it goes on sale, it's quite a bit better set. But thanks for watching this entire video. I know it's probably long, but this is an interesting set for parts, I have to say. So appreciate you watching. Hopefully you'll check out some more of my videos. And like I said, hopefully you'll get something out of this video.